This was no doubt a controversial decision by the U.S. president. What impact could this have on Jewish-Muslim relations globally?
Well, hopefully it won't have too much of an impact. I mean, we've lived now 2 generations of people giving stories and propaganda against each other, and every side tries to make each other's side look in the worst possible light and be as if they have nothing to contribute to peace. And the truth is that's not the case. And I think by bringing focus to Jerusalem, perhaps we can pray for a just and proper solution.
Do you think most Jews around the world support this move?
I think the question becomes, you have to become very clear and very specific of what's actually being said. When you're talking about Jerusalem, are we talking about West Jerusalem or East Jerusalem? If I remember correctly, in 2000, earlier, Russia had acknowledged that West Jerusalem would be the capital of Israel. And that didn't make a tremendous fuss. So what's happening here is people are using words to play up to the evangelical community, to the Jewish community. And I think the Jewish community has been through enough things to be a little bit wary to see just how this is going to play out. I think everybody's hoping that it should bring peace. And I think from the Jews living in Israel, I don't think they see it as changing very much.
But given the fact that Trump has made this very bold statement, this declaration saying that Israel, that Jerusalem is the capital of Israel, knowing how Palestinians feel about that, do you still feel that Jews support that claim, that Jerusalem is the capital of Israel?
Well, I think most Jewish people are skeptical that that they even understand exactly how this is going to play out. But I think everybody is hoping that it should be a better solution, particularly religious Jews are seeing Jerusalem and particularly the Temple Mount as a place of prayer, as the Torah says, a place of prayer for all nations. So we hope that this should be not a place of politics, not a place of debate or discussion, but someplace that can be a center of peace for all nations. And it would have been perhaps more beneficial if the words West Jerusalem or East Jerusalem, there were some, had been a little more specific to give a clear indication of what's being said here, because it's not clear to the Jews right now.
Quickly before we go, does it matter to you that the embassy, does it matter to you personally that the embassy would be in Tel Aviv versus Jerusalem?
For as many years as I know, there's been a consulate, United States consulate in Jerusalem. I've been there. I've been in Tel Aviv. Quite honestly, this is a lot about names, but I don't think it's going to make much a difference to the daily life of the people living in the area, unless people want to make it an issue.
Does it matter to you?
From a religious and a day-to-day point of view, no, it doesn't.
Okay. All right. Well, Rabbi Ben Abrahamson, thank you so much for being with us and adding some context to this.